Yo, what is up, guys? Another new video. I'm recording this, and today I want to talk about work and studying, and why it's something that has helped me in my journey. So, as you can know, I'm a I'm a 17-year-old. I'm about to finish high school and all that. Since the beginning of high school, I've been working and all that, and for me, it's been a lot of help. The help that work and studying has taught me, the work ethic and everything, it has taught me a lot. Um, it has taught me how to work hard, how to, work in times when it gets hard. That way, I'm able to, um, have a work mindset so I could work and get things done in whatever I want to do at this point in my life. And it has helped me a lot, to realize that, having a work mindset, I'm not lazy. I put effort into things. I put effort into like things like taking care of my body, although it's very hard on a tight schedule like mine's, in which I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, and school like begins at like 8, 7:30, 8 sometimes, and being there, for like I don't know how many hours, from like 7 through 2 or 8 through 2, it really does have an effect on my body. And after to come home and have like 20 minutes of rest and after go to work, yeah, it's taught me how to work. And I'm very thankful of that. And right now, at this stage in my life, I'm able to put the same energy into this. That gives me to reason number two. Like, that is that leads me into another way it's helped me out. Another way it's it's helped me, realize, how college isn't for me. I realized it through like the amount of working you'd have to go through, and after like you go through college and all that, you'd have a lot of massive debt, and on top of that, you probably don't even know what you want to do in life. And working has taught me like to use my money more, to use my money more wisely when it comes to things like that. And you know made me realize that it's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. I can't see myself staying at one place, doing it till I get promoted into another position, and to keep on doing that same thing to get promoted. It's something for me that's deadly boring. I can't deal with it. Can't deal with the stress with it comes, and how it isn't enough for me to survive, and it's not something I'm passionate about. I feel like college should be for people who know that they'll be working, who have the mindset that they'll be working at a place and they'll have to level up in that same place, getting higher promotions and stuff, and they basically would have to have a passion for what they're doing. So like, if a person wanted to become a doctor, and they have a passion for it, then yeah, you should go for it. But there are like amount of work that you're gonna be putting in, and in the same place. I mean, um, that is something to think about. And you know, I feel like college is for like people who know what they want to do, and I feel like it shouldn't be something that it shouldn't be, a place where you go to figure out what you want, because you're paying a ton of money to be going to colleges and all that, and the amount of debt that you're going to be picking up, it is insane. And you know and if you still don't know what you want to do, then you're screwed. The amount of money that you're paying to go through like a higher education is a lot. And so that working and like studying high school at the same time has taught me that, I don't want to be doing that for the rest of my life. I can barely like, you know, do that. It gets very boring for me, and I feel more like a slave. This leads me to my third point. Another point is that, I feel like my time is worth a lot more than what I'm getting paid. So I got this job I have, getting paid around like 12 through like 13 bucks an hour. And I feel like, I do a lot and all that. I put a lot of energy, into my work so that, I could get things done. Like, I put in a lot of energy just to come to work. I put a lot more energy just to be at work. And by the time I'm home, I'm already drained out. I feel like the things I do at work, it's a lot. And I feel like 13 bucks an hour is nothing. And I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like it's taught me how to not, how, like, working a job isn't for me, like, in a sense. I feel that my time is more valuable than to, be doing the same thing for like a certain amount of time. And like, looking at it, I probably won't be able to, do like 4 years until I retire type of thing, like the majority of jobs. Or like the majority of jobs, I probably can't even do that because the amount of freaking like depression I would get, like, it's not something I'm passionate about. It's not for me. Like, I'd want to be able to, wake up my own hours and, put in far less energy than what I'm exerting than what I put in into a part-time job, I feel like the amount of I'd be working a lot too, but how, YouTube and internet, works, it's more better because I'm getting money based off views and all that. So it's not like a type of hour. It's something. It's not like a job where you get paid per hour. It is something that, okay, you put something out there and people watch it, and off a lot of people watching it and liking your content, you're getting a good you're getting money out of it. And so I feel like that's something that, working and studying has really taught me. Another thing that it's also taught me is about the American like the education system we have nowadays, like the education system. I'm really not a fan of it. I'm thankful it existed. I'm thankful I've gone through the 12 years. Although it's been a hell of a mess, I'm really happy, I'm really happy I at least got to experience this whole thing. Um, the school system is not what I used to think. I used to think it was something that, is gonna help me, make a lot of money and all that. Like if I follow all the rules, but after it turns out no. Like in school, you're not learning much. You aren't learning anything that will help you out in the real world, and the amount of work that you're putting in, and like the work, the homework, and all that, like it, and the teachers being there, like it really doesn't make you an independent thinker. And so that's something, and being a thinker is very important because if you're trying to make a lot of money, then you have to think of ideas and think of ways, think of strategies, and how you're gonna outbeat the people in the market. Because if you do not have, if you can't think, you're not gonna be able to last that long. You're not gonna be able to make a lot of money. Um, so yeah, I feel like the education system, it it uh it isn't for me. It really doesn't teach people how to think. It doesn't teach people much. Like, a lot of things I know, I search up online. If it weren't for, YouTube and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't be in the position that I am right now. Like, talking to you guys. And like the idea of like what school promotes, like having a higher education after having a house and like a car and all the materialistic things the school like teaches us is all bullshit. Like the house, the car, and everything's bullshit. Like if you live to pay for all that, work for all that, you're gonna be miserable. We have that problem in America in which people just work and work to pay off all this, and they're miserable. They're dumbasses. They don't know shit, on how to do this and that. But it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they weren't taught how to think. They were taught how to like make money online, or they taught how to take care of their health. I feel like the education system has something to do with all that. There's been a study in which shows um, where students, where there's a rising case in depression among postgraduate students in America, and another one on how Americans are the most unhappy people in the world. That shocked me. I feel like school has something to do with all that, since it keeps on promoting the idea of how like higher education, house, car, and yeah, like pretty much everything that school teaches us is to be materialistic, but not to like gain in wisdom, not to think outside the box. Maybe instead of working this 9 to 5 job, why can't I like invest in some courses online and learn, and eventually get to a point where I get very good at what I'm learning and teach it out to the people and put that online and make money out of it. It's a very good way to make money. It's a very good way to make money, but unfortunately, many people don't know this, and the system that we're in, it makes us not want to go through that, because it's a it's an unknown type of nature. It's an unknown place. Like right now, I found myself in an unknown place. Like with YouTube. Like after I quit this job that I have, I'm really having a struggle. You know, I'm really finding a lot of fear because I really want to do this. Like this is something that I want to do. I feel like I can make a living off YouTube and helping out other people and being like those YouTubers. Those self-improvement YouTubers. I've wanted to be like them, but I'm kind of afraid because for like the past 12 years I've been implanted, to not go through that risky route, or to not go through the risky route, um, to go to college, after that, get myself into debt and pay it off, get a house and a car and work. And so right now I find myself in that situation, but overall, I'm very thankful for the education system. I'm very thankful for all the hardships I've gone through school. I feel like I feel like, you know, it, I feel like this whole system has led me to think outside of my comfort zone so that I could be the person I want to be, so I could be happy and not like, miserable, because people are taught this, and that, but however, it's not their fault. We could just blame it on the system. But yeah. Anyways, that was another reason why, what like working and studying has taught me. Another thing it's taught me is a lot of hella self-discipline. Discipline is something that is needed, in order to make it through life. I would criticize myself saying I don't have discipline. I don't have discipline. Well, now going through this whole hell experience, because it isn't easy. It's probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. To work and studying, because the amount of time that you have in your hands and the amount of time you get to spend with people and all that, it sucks. A lot of sacrifices. The amount of discipline it takes to make it through all this, it's insane. it is insane how much discipline you need to have a single job. I remember used to being like, oh yeah, having a job is easy, hella easy. Like, I could do this and that. And I realized it takes discipline to make it through a day of work, because it isn't easy. And I feel like with YouTube, it's gonna take a lot of discipline as well, because it will not be easy. I will need to do things that are outside of my comfort zone that I probably may not want to do, just so I can work. There are times where I do not want to go to work. I want to spend time with my family, I with like my parents and stuff, but I can't. I have work. I have a mission. So, the amount of discipline I've I've I never knew I had. I never knew I had is present, and I feel like with this discipline, I could use it to make YouTube videos and upload, and improve my life and improve the life of others, because this is what this platform is used for. This is what the platform is used for. And so discipline is a very important skill that it is developed over time. And with YouTube, it's gonna take me a time to stay disciplined so I could keep on posting these videos, because it isn't easy. I could just stop right now. Posting videos, for the sake of, the amount of work, the amount of hard work you have to go through to make it happen, the editing and the research that you have to do for this. And so I feel like, this whole lifestyle, like, the past 4 years have taught me that. And right now I'm ready, to graduate high school. I'm joining the Marines, and with my free time, I'm gonna be posting videos, I'm gonna be uploading, I'll be doing things to improve my life. Uh, to improve my life, and I'm gonna think of new ideas of videos to post. So that's been my goal with YouTube, and that's some of my goals in the future. I hope I get to a point. I want to get to a point in which I could, live off doing YouTube videos. I don't need a job, where I'm using my time to make me money, actual money, not giving away my time for like a small piece of money. I want to sell my knowledge for money. It don't matter how much time it takes, but I want to sell knowledge for money. And I also want to, keep you guys accountable for what I do, because I feel like this is the only way I could, keep on doing self-improvement and to not quit. Because with an audience, I'm able to, talk. I have something on my back, and when I feel like I want to screw up, I think about you guys, and that helps me keep me going forward. Anyways, guys, this has been a long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would have to say I'm sorry for some things I've said. If it's gone a little bit too far, I gotta say I'm sorry. But anyways, this video is something part of my life, and I hope to keep on going with it. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, or dislike if you want, and subscribe, and peace.